and I am coming to you with 4 takes on the same sketch. This sketch is by Susan Stringfellow from Sketch Savvy. All the paper that I am using is from American Craft Polka Dot Party. So I start off mounting my photo on some cardstock. That circle there that I used, I cut on my silhouette. I thought it was perfect for Easter because of the cross. It just worked out perfect. So to save some time, I've already pre-cut and inked my pattern paper and have already inked my my background paper as well. So all these photos will also be Easter photos. So there's my daughter and my son coloring eggs for Easter. So I take that card there and I cut it in half so it can kind of give the impression that it's one card coming out from the top and from the bottom. That's where I'm going to be doing my journaling. Okay. And then all these embellishments are just an assortment of embellishments that I had. Those letters are from Thickers, and that is also my Thickers ruler that I use to align my title. Just adding an embellishment there. It says hello, adding some birds, some yellow and blue birds or cardstock. I added a little, like a button there. And I was really, you'll see that I have these these wood embellishments on all 4 of the layouts. So these are birds, little wooden birds there. And then of course I have to end by putting some spritz on, and this is from Heidi Swaps. This is the gold. And there you go. Okay, this is the second take on the same sketch. I am mounting this paper onto some blue cardstock just because I thought the paper just needed to be more sturdy. This time for my circle, I just took a plate and I traced around it. And what I did is I moved the plate around just slightly each time just to kind of create a pattern. So you'll see it's not, I didn't draw exactly this on the same spot. So it kind of gave a neat little design there. And I just went around 3 times. Again, I had already pre-cut my paper. I just couldn't decide how I had wanted it. I've also inked my paper already. The middle photo I'm going to put on foam because I wanted to pop and stand up a little bit more than the ones on the side. So what I do is I put down the middle first, and then I tuck in the other 2 on the sides. Now these photos are of my kids. We were at Walmart and they had these bunny heads, and of course they had to be goofy and try them on. And then there are some more thicker letters that I used for my title. It says Easter. And I used my thicker ruler to be able to align my title. Now I'm just going to use an assortment of embellishments that I have. I really don't have like Easter embellishments. It's more I went off color. I don't have a lot of theme stuff, but I do have some, but just, I don't know, I don't usually buy that kind of stuff. And then the to-do card there is where I'm going to be doing my journaling. Again, I cut it in half and had it so it kind of looks like it is coming out from the top and the bottom. I did find a bunny button that I thought would be perfect because of the bunny heads, and I used that, and I used some wooden hearts because of the patterned paper that had hearts on it. And so I'm just adding embellishments. I kind of try and stick with my triangle so that way the eye can kind of flow easily. Now I'm putting on some enamel circles in yellow, pink, and blue. And then I'm just adhering the last of the embellishments. Then I'm finishing off by adding some spritz. I believe I added pink and blue. Now I want to apologize for the glare. When I scrapbook, I leave my shop light on, which is right above my table, and it's perfect for when I'm scrapbooking, but it's no good for when I'm recording. So I apologize. I forgot to turn my shop light off, but it was good for me when I was recording. So there you go. I am done with the layout. Okay, so this is take 3 on the same layout, on the same sketch. I'm mounting the paper down. This time I'm going to use a stencil, and this stencil is called Dots All Around from the Crafter's Workshop. I took a Sharpie and I colored in all the little circles. Now the great thing about this stencil is you can choose what size you want. And the one that I'm doing right now is the one I usually use, and the one on just on the inside as well. I use those quite often. As you can see, they're already um, stained with marker. So I just wanted to do this to show you that there's different ways that you can make that circle that was on the sketch. Okay, and then when I take it off, it makes a beautiful circle pattern there. Now I've already pre-cut and inked my paper, so I lay it down just like I did on the other layouts. Again, my middle photo is, I put on foam so it can stand out. I put that down first, and then I tuck the other 2 photos on the inside there. Then I'm just going to put down that there, my photos with my patterned paper, and then I start adding, first I'm going to do my title, and my title is #remember, and that is also a Thicker's title. And then I just start using some embellishments. I wanted to make sure that I brought in black, pink, and some yellow. The yellow was because of the corner there on the pattern paper, there was yellow. So I wanted to make sure and keep that moving throughout the layout as well. So I cut my tag there and tuck it in on the top and at the bottom to kind of give the impression that's coming out from the bottom and the top. And then the wooden embellishments that I used this time were butterflies because the pattern paper had butterflies. Those wooden embellishments come in so many different designs that I think I have all of them. So I'm just adding embellishments. I'm making sure I use my Gorilla Glue with the wooden embellishments. So now I'm going to use some spritz, and I believe I use pink, and then I'm going to use gold because like I said, they already had some gold as part of the pattern paper, and so I want to just carry that throughout the layout. And there you go. That is the third take on the same sketch. Okay, and then this is the last take, the fourth take. I was going to use that stencil there, but decided against it And instead, I'm going to use Vicky Bouton's um, textured gold, rose gold glaze. And I'm going to use that stencil and make um, a little pattern on the 3 corners that I'm using. So now this was my first time using this glaze, and it's more liquid, not as solid as regular textured paste. And so it just took some getting used to, but it is beautiful. It's iridescent, so it gives a glow, a shine to it. And it says rose gold, and it's just, I don't think the camera does this color justice. It's beautiful. But because it is more liquid, it took longer to dry than a regular textured paste. So I thought I'd put that aside and continue working on the layout. So I'm putting down my pattern paper. Again, all this paper that I'm using is from the same paper pad called Polka Dot Party from American Craft. My middle photo I put on foam, and I tuck in the 2 side photos. Now I went and saw that it was still wet, so I continued to dry. I stopped the camera and dried it some more. Okay, so when it's completely dry, I went ahead and added my photos with my pattern paper. And then I have my title there to bring in the aqua color. It says smile. Then I start, I was going to use, I wanted so badly to use these flowers because they're beautiful. I got them at Tuesday morning, but you'll see that when I put them on, they're too thick. They were too thick and didn't want to stay down. And I really am trying really hard not to add too much bulk to my photos, because then to my layouts, because then it takes up too much space in my album, and then I can't put as many layouts in. So I went ahead and took those flowers off and added some other embellishments that had the same pink and aqua color in it. And it kind of worked out perfect. And I just happened to have those on my desk, so it was like, yes, kind of worked out perfect, right? Everything happens for a reason. And so I'm just playing with the embellishments. And then I'm going to add a journaling card, so when I journal later. And then added the star there for, so thank you. And that was my 4 takes on the same layout. Thank you for watching.